It began with 3 pillars, the foundation for UW Esports, pushing ourselves to greater heights.
Community.
Career.
Competition.
Oh yeah. Reminds me of Toronto Defiant Yakpung. Reminiscent of that, of just juggling everyone into the corner there.
Maybe that'll be the game changer here for UW.
Maybe. Oh my goodness! What an angle by Wizard!
Wow. What a shot.
Hello and welcome everyone to the stream. Today we have our UW.
And I'm King Dragon, currently a third year at UW. Remember, if you want to get involved with UW Esports, we're always looking for some volunteers. You can type !volunteer in the chat to find the interest form and see what roles might be a good fit. Looks like our match is going to start soon, so we'll get to it. All right. Any starting comments or statements you have for this game? I think it's going to be a pretty good one.
I'm pretty excited for this one as well. I'm a little bit unfamiliar with UW's Overwatch team as of this moment, but I know that we are very good.
Karen, I haven't had the experience of meeting, but from what I've seen with the other 4, we're looking at a really good game.
Nice.
All right.
Looks like we're on the Lijiang Tower here.
Yep.
So what would you say some of the strengths are from the players that you've known so far?
Yeah, well, one thing I do know is that Cameraman's favorite map is this one right here. So he's definitely happy. And I do know Ichiro. Ichi is a very good main tank. He's excellent at crowd control and playing ball recently. So we might see some of that in this game. Although I'm seeing here in the chat a lot of starting on like positive comments here between the teams, so this could have looked nice.
Love to see the banter in all chat, just like old times.
Yep. Now, ready for battle here.
From the UW side,
a hazard game by Sneaky, and we've got Ichi on DPS. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not what I was expecting.
Clear heads, sharp eyes.
love to see speed from both sides. Juno and Lucio are both so strong on this map. How do you feel about these picks right now with the hazard as well?
So I've never seen hazard gameplay in competitive like this before, and I'm actually very interested in what's going to happen because Ichi's usually the tank for UW and Sneaky plays hit scan. So a little bit of a swapping in the roles here. And I see Ichi decide to play Soldier. So no hit scan on UW here, but we'll see how it goes.
Some interesting positioning from both teams here. Zarya going in on the hazard. We pan back here. UW is taking so much space here. A lot of energy on the Zarya here.
Looks like first point's gonna go. First point control might be going to UW here, but it's getting contested by the Sombra.
Love this push in from the hazard with the Lucio speed. Might be going low here.
Nice, nice. This is a good play here. Walling back, got the Zarya gets pushed back and can't really play with the team. Although they managed to escape without dying, which is really good for the blue team here.
Lucio playing so strong here, just knowing exactly when to put the speed on for his team. He might get caught out from the Genji here. Just so much damage from both teams. We pan out to the hazard here. See some great positioning and pushing out from the UW side.
Yeah. So we got a 1v1 here going with 2 different Sojourns, but one escapes back. Hazard is a very good dive character. I've seen like you know, how he's been played in like ranked these days, but the block is, I gotta say, it's very strong. You can like pretty much just stop anything from killing you if you have that up.
Yeah, I really like this comp, really like the setup and how they've been playing it. Like this dive style with this wall. The wall just seems so incredibly broken when you also have that dive character going for it. Looks like we've got the Kyriel coming in.
There's a lot of ults going off here. Zarya, oof, unfortunate here. And it looks like this is going to be a turnover to... who's UW playing against?
It is University of Nebraska Lincoln.
Got it. So turnover to Lincoln here. So now we got to reposition and see where we're going to push from now on.
If we look at the ult bars right now, I think that was an almost advantageous fight for UW as the ult trades were so strong on the side of UW. It looks like we got the Sojourn ult coming in. A little bit bad timing on the Lucio ult there. Can they make something work here? Can they catch out the Genji? A little bit split up against this Zarya, but they trading back. Looks like it's about a 3v4 right now. They can take care of the Zarya. I think UW can take this point here.
Yeah.
A lot of energy. Looks like the trade back on the healer.
Here poking a lot, doing a lot of ult charge for himself so that he can be useful in the next team fight, but also getting the quick kicks on the enemy tank when they were frozen by the hazard. So that's very good.
It's not exactly over. UW is still down supports here. They can take this right now while the Zarya is down. I think that's the momentum that they need. Just push him out with positioning. Blade coming in here. Going on the Sojourn. Can he get it? He's not successful.
Good for spacing, but unfortunately no picks taken from that. That might be bad in the future.
I think we're going to see another close fight coming up next. We have the Zarya ult and the Kiri ult and the Genji ult from the University of Nebraska side. Coming in with the bubbled Genji ult. Can he make something work? Going on the Sojourn, but the perfect jump from her. UW is a little bit split right now. Can they make some trades happen? Zarya and Genji going on the Sojourn. Looks like it's going to be a kill from there. Nebraska has totally left their backline unattended. Can they do something here? Genji 1v1 going on.
Can Noisans escape? I think he's good.
It's like a staggered Zarya ult here. Would love to see the pick onto the Zarya, but looks like Nebraska's coming back for this overtime.
Yeah, can make
Love
it
this dive from the hazard.
Play it.
Kiri ult spam coming in.
Yeah.
Can the hazard get some picks here? Double kill from the hazard. Looks like UW is going to clean up. Just the Zarya left.
Very good first point from UW here. Hazard cutting off support so that they can't heal while being in an overtime scenario is huge.
Absolutely. I think a small mistake from the University of Nebraska side was that chase onto the Genji. Just dragging two people with you for that one kill was absolutely not worth it to expose their backline like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's true. As well as the supports playing too far back into dive comp and overtime, I think could have led the hazard to just jump over and like sever them from the entire fight, which was very detrimental for the team.
Absolutely. I think that Noisan saw that play and the way that his hazard and the rest of his team was playing and chose to make that sacrificial play, and so good team play that right there. I think we're going to be keeping up the same comp here, going with the Symmetra TP from both sides.
I mean, it's the fastest rollout in the game, so you just switch quickly, get in there faster, and then you can just pick traits or something, and you can get right back to where your team is.
We'd love to see it. I think we got a Sombra coming out from the University of Nebraska side. Love this health pack control right now. Looks like the health pack is becoming a focal point right here. Got the Zarya in the back line. What is happening?
Pick, that's a big pick.
Hopefully Hazard can make some plays here. Got the block going on.
Looks like when this point opens, it's going to be going to UW for first round, or for the first couple seconds of this match here. But the Sombra pick is actually pretty good. It's a good counter against Hazard, because when he's blocking, you can counter him out of it. So it might be a good play that they're trying to work around that.
Beautiful Kiri. Looks like we're going to get the trade out from the Hazard, though. Got some trades back and forth, but the enemy tank is still alive here. Can UW make something happen?
Oof. Even though they had the pick on the Juno, they just couldn't really get anything more from that and had to
Beautiful 1v2. It looks like the stagger's
going
there.
crazy right now. And that's a flip of the point again. Back to UW.
I think the stagger there from the side of University of Nebraska just opened themselves up. Just like the separation of the DPS over there and the hazard on the point just made some cracks in their defense there.
Yeah, really playing with the resources here as well by UW. Kiriko moving up to just block and throw some damage out because she has TP up and can afford to do that. Really good here to get everybody to push back up.
We can pan to the hazard here. It looks like he's under a lot of pressure. Kirill coming out from UW. Can the hazard make something happen? He's trying to protect his support right now. Looks like he's going to get picked off.
Saving ult here because it's a lost fight and they need to reset, which is good. Let's see here. We have 1 ult on Lincoln's team and 2 on UW here. So this next fight will be interesting if anything gets used.
Uh-oh. Kirill getting caught out in spawn. Oh no, I do not love this stagger here. It looks like they're going to get the Tracer as well. Really good play from University of Nebraska, just following up on those exposed squishies.
Yeah.
Definitely going to earn them a lot of time as we go into this game. We can pan out to the side view a little bit to see where both these teams are positioning. Moisan's going for the contest onto the point versus the enemy Tracer and the Moira.
Yeah, trying to push people to focus on him so that his team can go up.
We can see back to the main fight.
Hazard.
Ooh.
Ult has been used. Ooh, couldn't be used properly though. Got killed quickly.
Absolutely rough ults here.
By Lincoln here. Alright, looks like Hazard, UW Hazard has a ult up. This might be a good fight for him if he can group them all up.
See, this Sombra play is just so important for the side of Nebraska right now. They're taking all those health pack focal points. They're just cutting off as much as they can. Looks like the ult's going to come in from both the Moira and the Hazard. Can he kill her?
That's a big pick. That's a big pick on the Moira.
Great
Shut down
CC.
well.
Just needs to keep himself alive. Can they get the enemy Hazard? Oh, great Kiri bomb right there.
This is a good flip, but we had to use 2 ults, or 1 ult for this one. Actually, no, 2 ults, yeah. Even Lucio ult was used for UW.
Interesting. Do not love the use of the Kiriko ult there. I wish they could have held on to it a little bit more as we go into this next fight. OT is going to be so important. They're going to have to get a pick or a stagger here for sure.
Yeah. It looks like Tracer might be looking for a pick on the Kiriko to get her out of the fight so that she can't use ult, but we got to see what happens. Oh, there goes a quick Kiriko ult at the start of the fight.
Can she punish? Can the Tracer punish onto this Kiriko? Looks like they got the pick. Just Hazard on the point at the moment. Looks like UW is picking up some advantage here. Just got to play a little bit more together. Nebraska Hazard going onto that Genji.
A nice defense by UW takes it. 2-0 lead. That gives game 1 to UW.
Now we saw a lot of good play from both sides, but how do you think UW utilized Hazard there to take that 2-0 on Lijiang?
Yeah, I think using the Hazard ult when people were grouped up in that one last push they were trying to do was pretty useful, especially when he caught the Moira ulting during that as well, so he could shut that down as well. Definitely an excellent play by Sneaky here.
Utilize that like splitting up dive composition where they can sometimes play separated but also peel for each other. Especially using the Lucio speed during those fights was absolutely invaluable to them winning that map.
And UW really likes playing Lijiang. We have 3 people on our team who think this is their favorite map, so this is definitely one of the expected wins for UW for today. So we'll see if we can keep this victory going for the next couple games.
Absolutely. Sounds like home team advantage on Lijiang. Now,
Exactly what it sounds like.
going on the side of University of Nebraska, really liked their Sombra play there, like taking those health packs, trying to like play a little bit more controlling style to back up the Nebraska hazard into that enemy UW hazard. Really liked that style of play where they're just like taking as much positioning as possible, playing really tight, playing really together. Did not work into the home team advantage against UW, but great play nonetheless.
And I think now, just because Hazard's such a new character added to like the meta, and people are sort of just feeling what he's really capable of, the Sombra pick was probably meant to mainly shut down that Hazard as well, because of how I would say he's very powerful currently, and just being able to like understand what you have to do in a situation where there's like new meta, new characters. It's very interesting to see how each team sort of deals with Hazard in these coming matches.
Yeah, absolutely. In that match, just really felt broken. He's got the mobility, he's got the wall climb, he's got the positioning block off with his wall. Wall felt really strong from both teams in those games, just blocking off squishies or creating choke points for a dive. Hazard felt really good on Lijiang, and especially with his CC from his ult, like you said, grabbing that Moira mid ult, she could not go anywhere, and that was just like likely a pick that won them that fight.
And I think we're going to be taking a quick break here before we start game 2. So we'll be right back.
And welcome back to the second match of the stream here on Havana, UW versus University of Nebraska Lincoln. Let's get into it.
And looks like we're seeing a pretty big swap here for UW, swapping out Cameraman for Panda. Now, to my knowledge, Panda is currently playing on a laptop, so we'll see how he can do in this game.
Can he make something happen? Hopefully. It would be very interesting to see a 3-game set, though. We always love those. Looks like we have a sniper setup going on here from the side of University of Nebraska. It is a very open map, Havana. How do you feel about those picks?
Well, let's see here. We've got Sneaky playing tower defense for this first attack on Torbjorn. So I'm definitely interested to see what'll happen. But it looks like they're still changing up their characters, so we won't know for sure until they start their first push. But it looks like Ichi's back on tank here as Sigma. And yeah.
Yeah, looks like a pretty normal meta call for the double sniper, heavy shields, really heavy damage with that Zenyatta from both teams. Like this going into first point, Havana. Like the Baptiste. I think we'll see a pretty slow start to this fight here.
This is definitely going to be a very long-range encounter for probably this first point, especially with the 2 Widows and the
Absolutely.
Sigma here. So it's definitely going to be more of a poke.
Barrier's gone for the UW side. It's really going to come down to picks. And it looks like Nebraska gets a first pick, Widow 1v1, but the Sigma's down.
Yeah.
That is a massive pick on the side of UW.
Not
Destruction.
looking sneaky here, losing the 1v1 like that. But looks like a pretty good overall team win for UW here. Definitely going to secure first point unless these guys can contest it one last time.
Noisan absolutely popping off. That was just an absolute 1v5 from Noisan. Headshot after headshot. Really great DPS play. As we said earlier, this first point is just going to come down to those 2 snipers and if they can get those picks. Got a really nice sneaky Hanzo positioning. Hopefully he can get some picks here. Got the Widow going for the poke here.
Yeah, cutting off the team from being able to officially push into point.
Ooh.
Good shots by Sneaky here, getting his ones back. We love to see that.
Looks like it's going to be a quick first point take for Washington right now.
Definitely. 5 minutes on the clock for this second push. I always find this part here to be the hardest one to push on this map. I think second point, definitely the most challenging.
Got some good positioning from the UW side, though, and they have the sonar arrow, so they can get some info here. You know, they've got the ult advantage, they've got the positioning advantage. Ooh, can they get the pick on the Sigma?
With Noisans.
What's happening? Nebraska is falling apart here. Sigma by himself. Zenyatta pushing out by himself. Would love to see a little bit more tight play from them.
I know why this is happening. It's because of my glorious King Ichi on tank here. Taking up the space. You know how it is. Such an inspiration, man. Such an inspiration.
Absolutely. UW really performing today.
Love to see it. Noisan's going crazy on Hanzo. You know, showing us what he's been cooking up this past year. And
these picks are just really destroying the side of Nebraska.
Yeah, especially getting this off angle here to sort of push them back and not make them contest point. Very good. Ooh, Sigma ult here. Stopping them from moving.
Looks like we're going to see it. Zenyatta will come out. Nebraska's got to make a play here. They're trying to make something happen.
Both support ults have been used, plus Sigma ult on Nebraska's side here. They're using a lot of resources. They really want to contest this. Trying to stop the momentum for UW, but it's not happening, and they take second point.
Yeah, we had some picks back and forth there, but it's just rough. You know, the timing from both those support ults. Wish I could have seen a little bit more patience and like spacing out from the side of Nebraska. Kind of led to the Sigma being totally caught out there post ult. What do you think about that?
I was definitely seeing a lot of rushing by Nebraska here, especially using 3 ults consecutively just to get that contest on the second point. I'm seeing Ichi here saying Zen Gap in chat too, so we've definitely got
some banter.
Got some banter here. That's Panda though. That's that Panda swap we're talking about. It wasn't expected, but glad to see him cranking it out on the laptop.
Absolutely. Strong Zen play on this map. oftentimes makes or breaks teams. Seems we got so much damage output from this Discord orb.
Yeah, definitely doing wonders on the Zen here. I was getting surprised there. I thought he might have gotten that Widow from the enemy team, but
Looks like a pick from the Widow.
yeah, looks like we got Sneaky here covering this Widow. Ooh, they're trying to 1v1 it, I guess.
That was a close one. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna need a miracle from the side of Nebraska to make something happen here. Hopefully they can contest this last point.
Yeah, no ults. No ults yet. Maybe they'll have Sojourn ult up for this last fight, but this is looking pretty bad, especially with Zen and Sigma ult up for UW. There's that Sigma ult being used.
No
Any
picks
value
yet.
from it? Can't see yet.
Got a pick from Noisance. He's just hitting these off angles with perfection, cutting off these supports and this Widow. Can he get the pick here?
Noisance also having a little bit of some beef with this wall here as he shoots 2 arrows into it. This is looking like a pretty smooth push for UW here, though. You want to see if they can get some time off the clock now. There's nothing else they can probably do here for Nebraska.
Oh no, Nebraska! We need to hit those Widow shots there. Destruction from Sneaky.
Yep. Oh my gosh, 2-minute 50 for overtime if it ever comes down to that. That's very good for UW. I think this was a roll right here. This was amazing gameplay. Definitely Ichi showing his abilities as main tank here, making all that space. Such an inspiration. He's like the LeBron, I'd say. He's like the LeBron of Overwatch.
If UN Lincoln wants to make something happen here, it's going to be very difficult for them. As we saw, they really just fell apart. And it all cascaded and snowballed from that first point. You know, they let Noisan come in with that Hanzo and just pick them apart. And then going into that second point, they just staggered, they staggered. And there was a lot of ego play there. As we saw the Zen popped out, the Sigma tried to take the 1v2, almost 1v3. So hopefully we see more team play from them, something a little bit tighter, and maybe they can make something happen. But 2 minutes 50 seconds is a long time on Havana.
Most definitely. We're gonna have to see if UW can properly defend this first point here. Maybe like not have what happened previously when they were in attack against them. You know. We'd like to see a good steady defense here, but it all depends on the picks they can get really quickly, especially since this first point, it's a big walk back.
Absolutely. We see some really aggressive play from Sneaky. You know, he's been performing really well alongside Noisance. He's been getting those picks that he needs to. Hopefully, that's all you need on this map, so maybe we'll see it again.
Let's see if the Widow let's see who wins this Widow 1v1. I definitely know they're trying to do one. As you can see, Sneaky focusing the Widow quite blatantly here.
Got some ego plays from both teams. We can go to the Sigma real quick. I'd love to see his positioning here.
Definitely playing this corner here with Sigma is a good play. You can shoot, come back, and then recharge shield using the natural walls that you have.
Super smart play.
Get that kill on the other Sigma.
Absolutely. Love that play. Love that corner play. He knows when the shield is down. That's when he needs to go in for the boulder. Really, really smart play from Ichi.
Just walking them down right back to spawn.
See, this is exactly what University of Nebraska Lincoln needed to do on that first point. Just be smart with their play and not waste those cooldowns, because you know that Ichi is going to abuse them.
Yeah, they needed that aggression. You know, after that first pick, you need to push. You can't just sit back. Especially when you want to have momentum in a game like Overwatch. So this is definitely calls from Ichi by pushing up, getting that pressure. Even though he didn't get any picks, that pressure itself is causing some serious mental for the enemies.
Absolutely. Some good heals coming from Karen here. Love to see those hit after hit. Sigma ult coming out.
Ooh! Stop the Sigma ult from killing him by destroying Ichi here. Getting some ego shattered, as you can see by the 3 OMGs spammed out. Looks like
He must have lagged.
Officially lost this fight, and they're pushing forwards now. Yeah, definitely has to be the lag.
Must have been lag.
Would never have lost a fight like that. It has to be some extraterrestrial, some unforeseen tragedy that caused that.
Sneaky. Can't be getting caught out like that.
Yeah.
It's like a stagger from the Widow.
Cheer, just like the other team did. Let's see if they can stop that Widow in the back from stopping them from pushing up and taking the point. Ooh, looks like they're actually... Are they giving up point here? They're giving up first point. Okay. So different from what Nebraska did, they're giving up first point. They're not going to contest it. And they're going to try and get probably a better fortification here for second. But it looks like they've been pushed back pretty far.
We've got a decent ult balance right here going on. We almost have the Zen ult. We're really close to the Hanzo ult. But University of Nebraska at Lincoln is working with almost 5 ults here. And so they're really controlling. We've got the Nano coming out onto the Hazard. Can he do something with this? Hopefully he can get a support or something here. Trying to make something happen.
Pick here. Oh no, that's not a support pick. He just got the... Well, at least he managed to burn utility for the Baptiste.
Absolutely.
Utility for now. That's
Killing that lamp was great value.
Yeah.
Got the Zen ult coming out.
Yep. UW is choosing to use their ults here, even though they have less than the Nebraska, just because they want to stop this momentum that they've gained. They want to refortify themselves.
Hazard getting a little caught out here. Don't love this positioning right now. Got such good lineups from the side of the University of Nebraska.
This isn't really looking good for Sneaky here, focusing the tank.
We got the Kyriel coming out from University of Nebraska. Hopefully they can get the Hazard or make some more space here. Would not want that to get wasted. Ichi taking some really good positioning.
This is some excellent Hazard gameplay here, focusing to dive the enemy team, but he gets soloed by the Hanzo! Oh no, my goat. My goat. Why would you do this?
It's a little bit rough because now UW can get caught out by this Kiriko and this Sigma, just taking so much space.
Yeah. I mean, not considering what just happened to Ichi, we gotta all agree that Ichi's on an entirely different level, commanding the battlefield like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Total control and precision with every move, whether it's popping off with a perfect combo, pulling off a mind-bending play, or leading their team to victory. He's just the GOAT!
So we got some picks back and forth. Both Widows getting a pick and getting traded here. Can Ichi make something happen on that Hazard? He is very low. Cloud on the Kiriko from the side of Nebraska has just making plays after plays this entire game. Really being everything for his team. Support, DPS, and tank here.
Yeah. This, I mean, they're holding them more than they were getting held, so this is good overall. But it looks like this is going to come down to the wire. I'm assuming
Absolutely.
It's a time fight here, especially since it looks like this is a very attack-heavy map.
Can he make a contest here? Oh no, just too short.
Who knows? You might get too... Ooh, unfortunate. Well, it looks like it's going to come down to the third and final point here. But they've already got less time than UW. And this is without considering that they have to push this entire third point. So this is looking pretty good for UW.
Oh, disgusting play from the side of the University of Nebraska snipers.
Ouch. Losing the snipe off to a non-hit scan player is not looking too good for Sneaky.
Looks like we've got crazy ult advantage coming up from this Nebraska side. Pick, though, onto the Hanzo. Can Ichi make something happen against this enemy Sigma? You know, we got the BAP lamp coming down. Can something happen here? Avoids the Sigma ult. Can he kill this Kiriko?
Ooh, Kiriko's dead. Nice. Good pick, good pick.
There's some little bit of rough play there. From the University of Nebraska side, would prefer that they try not to stagger here. And losing that Sigma ult is going to be pretty difficult, knowing that Ichi is going to be able to farm that up very quickly.
Yeah. Ichi's already had 3 to 4 ults this game, so he's farming that very fast. I'd say he's probably getting ult faster than probably anybody in this game currently.
Absolutely. We do have the Zen ult from Psychic Panda, though. Is anything going to happen here? Kyriel being popped by Nebraska.
Panda's probably going to be saving this ult until he sees his main tank be low, or he's going to use this to push
Going
up.
in aggressively. They gotta pop the lamp. Can they get a pick here off the Sigma ult? It's like we got 2.
Looking good. Looking good for UW here. Another one fight, so they got to reset and try pushing again. What's Sneaky doing here? Sneaky's angry at Panda. Probably not healing him enough, I'd assume.
30 seconds.
We do have ult advantage for the UW side, but I'm not sure how I feel about this next fight. This next fight is going to be the maker or the breaker for this match.
Can Nebraska push and get this into an overtime scenario? Or will UW just take the 2-0 mega sweep?
These staggers are looking rough. They need to touch the point. Desperation from the side of University of Nebraska. Is it over so soon?
And I think that's it. What an amazing game. As expected of my GOAT Ichiro. And of course, we cannot deny the fact that the Hanzo Noisans was doing extremely well too.
Absolutely.
Takes the victory. So I think we should, you know what we should do? We should prepare for a post-game interview.
Obviously played really well. GG's to University of Nebraska Lincoln. But aside from Ichi and Noisans, we saw some great play, both on Lijiang and Havana, especially from Cameraman and Psychic Panda. Just so much damage happening from the Lucio. How do you feel about highlighting our supports a little bit more? Because we saw some great play those entire match.
I mean, Panda controlling the game even while he's on a laptop just speaks for itself. And I think that just the way that the Discords were being utilized to take down the enemy team when they were down on resources was very excellent. I'm questioning a little bit of the final ult that was used, but I do understand that he wanted to probably just push them out. I would have saved it personally until some of our teammates would be a little lower, but all in all, it was a very good play.
Honestly, maybe it's a cope, but I love that aggression. You know, if UW is ult tracking, which, you know, I would hope that they are, he knows that the Sigma ult is down and he can be super aggressive with that. And honestly, I feel like them being able to go in with that Zen ult, with that basically invulnerability, was really, really great.
Oh, it's a best of 5. Is it? Uh-oh. Did I jinx us? Don't tell me. Don't tell me I jinxed us. Is it a best of 5? Oh no, this is an upset. Oh goodness gracious. It's a best of 5. We have one more game, possibly, or more. This is not looking good for us. I might have jinxed us. Oh god.
We are so sorry, Twitch chat, but I believe that the casters have made a little bit of a mistake.
Oh no.
We seem to be going to a best of 5. Can we take it in 3, or are we going to 3 more rounds?
Oh gosh. You know, even though I might have mistaken that and possibly jinxed the game, I still think that Ichi, our great teammate, will be so mechanically gifted that he'll just break through the jinx that I just created. I mean, after all, these mechanics and game sense are in a league of their own. You might want to sit back and watch, because when Ichi's in the game, it's a whole different kind of war. All right?
Well, looks like we have same team compositions as game 1. Lijiang Tower going into the Suravasa game. How do you feel about this switch back to Cameraman? I know this is a speed map. You know, we're definitely going to see either Juno or Lucio from both sides, you know, as we go into these control style points.
Definitely Lucio. That's my bet here. I bet we're gonna see Cameraman on Lucio. Cameraman on. Oh, for a second there, I thought he was gonna go on Widow, and I was getting scared. Wait, no, Ichi, no, Ichi, no! It's not a sponsor. Stop! No! Oh my goodness gracious! Hold on. Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat. Focus on the game, guys. Let's focus on the game. Amazing map here. This is one of the more new map, right?
Yes, this is a newer map, newer mode, specific to Overwatch 2. You know, we're definitely going to see some dive style comps from both teams, I believe. You know, it is a little bit more like jumping in and out. You know, there's so much distance on this map between each of those points, and the staggers can be really important in this game mode. If we see similar staggers that we saw on Havana from the side of Nebraska, I'm not sure there's going to be any hope for them here, because this is the kind of game that you can just be so important about death timers.
Yeah, especially with a 2-0 lead overall. The mental's not looking too good, I'd say, for Nebraska right now. But Flashpoint is a demon in its own, so you can see anything can happen in this one.
Going for the dive here on the Juno. Like this play from the ball. Can he get a pick here? Looks like we got the trade back. Looks like a 3v4 on the side of UW. Got some good trades going on here.
Ichi taking out the ball that I was mentioning before. This is his hidden weapon. He was saving up for just anything that could possibly happen here.
Fight still going on. Can they get the Kiri pick? Really nice patient play from the ball and the side of UW. Hopefully they can make something happen on this first point. Take some advantage back.
Yeah. Looks like UW focusing on speed here, you know. Having Tracer, Lucio, and Ball just all in this one match. Definitely going to be a fast-paced game.
Absolutely. Hazard from the side of Nebraska is making some really good picks here. You know, diving in. He does recognize that UW is playing a split comp. You know, they have Karen on Ana. We have Sneaky on the Sojourn. So it is going to be hard for UW to reconcile that dive style with that stationary Ana, but looks like they're making it work here.
Karen's definitely going to be suffering this game if the positioning isn't there, because they're just going to see her and just dive, and it's over for the Ana.
Absolutely. Looks like we got a full counter comp coming from Nebraska. We have the Brick and we have the Sombra. How do you think Ichi's going to deal with that?
Well, I think Ichiro, mechanically gifted, spiritually there, you know, he can sense these things happening. He'll probably just find some mystical way that I couldn't even possibly know how to comprehend to just stop this. Like, there you go.
Clean fight from UW.
I mean, Ichi just does it, man. He knows what he's doing.
Noisan's also making really great play in that Tracer 1v1, knowing when to hit the recall button. A little bit of an outclass right there.
Yeah,
so we got another sneaky ball play.
Definitely getting ult charged faster than Nebraska's Tracer here. So this is looking like a pretty good Tracer game for Noisans here.
If we pan back to Karen here, we got some absolutely fantastic positioning. Just some great styles from cameraman and from Karen. You know, Karen knows how to position it on the Ana, and Cameraman's pushing forward with the speed. Got some really great team coordination.
Yeah, definitely focusing on those off angles as Ana is probably the best play here. You don't want to have like a full long range point where they can see you, or else it's over. So you need to either play near your team or like on a side where they can't see you, you know?
And this positioning has opened up the advantage for UW as we go into the second flashpoint. You know, they knew where to fight, they knew when to back off, and now they have the point first, and Nebraska has to come to them.
Yeah.
The Kiri ult and the Nano coming out.
Looks like we're going to see a sneaky sweep here. Sneaky getting a pick on that Kiriko. Very massive pick here.
Oh, trade back. Looks like he has gotten the value that he was meant to get, though.
Ichiro, different the Sombra. That's my goat. Look at this. Focusing the backline so that they can't support their team. And getting out with his life, too. That's just how he does it.
Yeah, this dive comp in the Tracer, the Lucio, and the ball is creating so many problems for the Nebraska team to just try and focus and get through these single chokes. Looks like we got the Sombra ult coming down.
With the Lucio, let's go.
Great save from the Lucio there.
100%.
No value off of that EMP. Oh no. Hazard and the Kiriko gonna fall one after another.
Looks like second point here is going to UW as well. It's going to be really down to the wire for Nebraska here. They've got one chance at it.
They have got to make something happen here, you know. They got to look at the exchange of resources. UW is being so efficient. And if we go back to that last fight, Kiriko absolutely making a desperation play with her ult. Could have been a little bit cleaner. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely could have been cleaner, but you know, they managed to do what they wanted to do, which was to get rid of that Sojourn. What I'm actually focusing right now on is I'm seeing Brig being played, and that could be a problem for Ichiro here especially, because this Brig has ult, so diving her wouldn't be a pretty good plan unless he's trying to force something out. So we gotta see how he moves with this.
And, you know, despite this, we're not seeing a lot of peeling from the Brig against this ball, you know. I feel like Ichi has a lot of space to play around with here.
There's the ult.
Ult coming down.
Oh my
Can they get the ball here?
Yeah, I was thinking he might have lived that, but no. They completely focused him there. Oh, that's that Sombra in play right there, stopping the heal pack.
Good save from Karen there. You know, it is a take on the side of Nebraska, but I don't love that ult usage there. Now they're down the insane peel of the Brig ult, and as well as their main tank CC.
I think this Brig definitely has to start peeling more for the so that she can get some heal procs off this ball, especially saving that whip shot for when ball rolls in, so that you can save your team from getting hit is definitely a big play here that they have to do.
We saw that early pick from Sneaky. Really great hit scan one shot there. You got the dives coming in from Ichi, and you got the hit scan gameplay from Sneaky. It is a hard combo for Nebraska to battle.
Yeah, especially when everybody's playing on their main roles like this. It's definitely going to be tough for Nebraska here. But they do have 80% on Flashpoint, so this is probably a couple more fights. It's not over.
Swap to D.Va.
D.Va swap. This might be interesting.
Don't love this comp from the side of Nebraska. Looks like Cloud got the pick onto Cameraman. Ult coming in from Ichi. Can he make something happen with these bombs? D.Va peel coming in really clutch here. He's not going to be able to make anything work. Clean play from Nebraska. Perhaps they can hold on.
Escape. Wait, why didn't he get the med pack? Oh, maybe he wanted. Oh, I see. Of course. This is an intelligent play here by Ichi. He didn't go for the med pack because he wanted to die so he wouldn't get staggered because he knew it was over for him. That's
Absolutely.
That big play. Coming
These are some of the high-level reset plays that us casters can't always see right in the moment.
Exactly. Myself as a top 500 open queue player, I would have picked Medpack just because I have ego like that, and I would probably ego that pick. But you know, Ichi here in this competitive game.
Sombra ult coming in. Oh no, she's picked off. Can Nebraska make something happen with these trades? Brig going in. Peel from the Kiriko. Hazard doing so much work here with the damage.
Can he get the pick on the Brig? Yes, he can. Excellent.
Look, they're gonna get the Ana here.
Club is gonna take it.
We're still fighting. Anything can happen. Oh, D.Va goes down crazy quickly.
All right. Looks like a quick reset for Nebraska here to get themselves back on their feet and probably push from a different angle. They've definitely got to find a way to get this Hazard off the back line because that's starting to pose a problem.
Absolutely. Hazard feeling like a counter pick into this D.Va right here. And so Brig was not able to make anything happen in that last fight.
Yeah. Although I do think this D.Va could play through this Hazard by flying back to her backline to protect rather than to just jump into UW's backline here.
Absolutely.
So maybe playing a little more defensive might be an option.
Cameraman with a great boop, great peel. Ichi losing to the Kiriko. Got some picks back and forth with the D.Va bomb.
Bomb, Sneaky, what are you doing?
Unfortunate.
Sneaky.
Nebraska is making a stand. They are saying, we are not out of this.
Yeah, they're saying it's time for the reverse sweep.
Oh, don't do it. Don't jinx it.
You know, it's not looking
Don't jinx it.
you know, getting hit by this Diva Bomb. So maybe UW here is getting a little overconfident.
Kirko coming in. Can we see the main fight happening right now? So we got the Lucio coming in too. Ults popped back and forth. Hazard as well. Sneaky gets the pick on the supports. Nebraska gonna have to make something happen here.
Hit, then land, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Hopefully Diva can make a little bit of stagger for a little bit more points here.
This
Not
is
on the point.
back for UW here, that this is good. Staggering the Diva here, by the way. If you can get this stagger off, perfect.
Oh, it's disgusting.
That's gonna definitely take it to one final push here. They can't push until 99. They gotta wait for their tank. Or maybe they're just Diva's not gonna have enough time to come back either.
It's gonna be desperation from the side of Nebraska with that wall up as well.
Yeah, this
All
is
gonna
not
take some chip damage.
Their whole team is staggered now. They don't have their Diva. They just gotta find a way to either stay alive or kill people fast enough to get that point flipped.
The Tracer got a pick onto the Hazard, but it is going to be domination.
That's the end! Wow. I'm so glad I didn't jinx it.
GG's University of Nebraska Lincoln. Thank you for the games. As we saw, both teams played great there.
Working with. Oh, it's when you got those first couple picks on the team here. That's nice.
This is great play from cameraman. You know, he's playing with his team. He's knowing when to speed. He's
Yeah. All right, now special guest Noisans. Let's hopefully patch him in soon and see what he has to say. But while we wait for him, let's see here. That was honestly a pretty good third game. I wasn't expecting it to go to best of 5, but I'm glad we could see Flashpoint being played.
absolutely. You know, Flashpoint allowed for both teams to experiment a little bit more. And, you know, we saw on Havana, it was strictly sniper versus sniper, but, you know, we had a lot of great split comp, you know, some switches in the tank. So a little bit more diversified, a bit more fun in that last round.
Yeah. And it looks like Noisans is here with us right now. Noisans, how do you feel about these games?
Pretty good. Pretty good, clean 3-0.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Anything you want to mention about your team? Maybe I saw a little bit of discourse going between Panda and Sneaky during the second game.
Was there? I wasn't really paying attention to that, honestly. I mean, our comms were just pretty clear, concise, and focused, so it's not like anybody was chatting each other up. We were kind of just focused on winning.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, that third game, you played some really clean Tracer there. How did it feel with that dive comp, you know, trying to trade with the other Tracer and splitting up from Karen, you know, playing that kind of like separated comp? How did that feel there?
Yeah, so with that comp, it's way more of like, as the Tracer's role, you have to kind of play your life and then just play to mark the other Tracer. And so it's kind of difficult because you don't really ever have help, and you're kind of playing this kind of cat and mouse game with the other Tracer, trying to use your blinks, trying to use your recalls to try to force a 1v1, and you're not always looking to like win the 1v1, you're just looking to hold space or create space for your team, and then go in with the dive, with your Hazard or with your Lucio. Yeah, and so it's definitely a different comp than what we were running on second map, but it's definitely a lot more fun and a lot more fast-paced.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw you and Ichi both take a lot of space there, both like kind of distract the back line. Really liked that style of play. And it was domination in the second game. What can I say? You and Sneaky both were absolutely terrorizing the enemy snipers. How was that part?
Pretty fun, honestly. I really love playing Hanzo. It's my favorite character, and I don't really get to play him that often except on the sniper maps, so it's definitely fun to be able to play like the characters you like to play. And then as for Sneaky, like, big props to him because he's not really that much of a DPS player. He's a tank player, And so being able to have him and be reliable on Widow was definitely a very big piece for us that map.
Absolutely. You guys played really well, a lot of cohesion, just loved the style of play. We could obviously tell you guys were communicating and playing really tight together and playing really well. So congrats on that 3-0 victory.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, congrats to UW. Thank you so much for joining us on Twitch tonight and for hanging out with our production crew, players, and talent. Remember to check us out at UW Esports on YouTube, Instagram, and X. You can also join the Discord if you're interested in volunteering behind the scenes. Have a great rest of your day.